Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to talk about the Jamaica Labour Party and their manifesto. So the other day I broke down the manifesto of the People's National Party, and I said that the Jamaica Labour Party, that they would be launching their manifesto today. A lot of people were complaining about waiting the last minute for the manifesto, and we went through the back and forth about who a thief, who for idea in a manifesto, AI manifesto, all of those things. But the Jamaica Labour Party, released their manifesto just a few minutes ago. And I must say, this is, whether you want to call it the icing on the cake, the nail in the coffin, but I think that this manifesto pushed the Jamaica Labour Party over the finish line. You know my thoughts already. Like, I've been saying it for weeks, for months, that I believe that it is almost impossible for the People's National Party to win this election. And with seeing this manifesto now, I believe, push the Jamaica Labour Party over the finish line. And the thing is, like, I am not a JLP, I am not a PMP, I don't have any emotional connection. I'm not a diehard JLP, diehard PMP. I am someone that I supported when Bruce Golding won. I supported that. I supported PJ Patterson for 2 terms. So, like, I am just someone who believes that the best party, the best leader should put the country forward. That is just my belief. I am not a diehard PMP, not a diehard JLP. I don't believe in that. I choose Jamaica. I believe Jamaica first. Jamaica over any political party. Jamaica over any other color of any other party. And that is how I see it. So I have the ability to look at things objectively because I'm not tied to any of these parties. So, as I said, I believe that, and just to make a point, I know, like, the manifesto is just on paper. And we've seen it for decades in Jamaica, a political cycle. We have seen many manifestos, and we have seen most of the things on the manifestos not come to fruition. But the advantage with the Jamaica Labour Party now, given the fact that the unemployment rate is the lowest unemployment rate in Jamaica history, given the fact that the crime rate is down, and to add to it in terms of investment in Jamaica, like, investors have confidence in Jamaica, and we can see that. Like, nobody have to say anything to me about that. When you see hotels, when you see like at least 2 hotel projects going up in Jamaica that value over $1 billion, I think the only project in the world right now of any hotel is in the United Arab Emirates, in Dubai, and in some of the other United Arab Emirates islands that are going up. Those are the only $1 billion hotels I'm seeing right now going up. And to have 2 of those projects in Jamaica is an amazing thing, because nobody is going to come and invest $1 billion in one property in a country that they don't have confidence in. So I believe that the Jamaica Labour Party already have the advantage. And what I want to focus on today is the 2 things that, to me, it's not that they're the most important, but these are things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about education, and I'm passionate about the entertainment industry. And being someone that travel around, and every time I have the opportunity to speak to people that are not from Jamaica, the culture is the first thing that comes up. Bob Marley comes up, Jimmy Cliff comes up, Usain Bolt comes up. And to see in this manifesto, they are putting forward something that I spoke about this, I think 2 months ago, about a museum, a cultural Jamaican music museum, entertainment zones. I know Bobsy Green spoke about entertainment zones for the past 2 years. It is in this manifesto. As I said, I don't know if these things are going to come to fruition, because the reality is that is how manifesto work. They put it together, but a lot of times, most of these things don't come. But if this term, the Jamaica Labour Party can focus on these 2 things that I'm passionate about, if they can get wins in these 2 areas, if they can increase the passing rate of Jamaicans or young kids coming out of high school and that's taking the Caribbean examination, if they can improve the education system in Jamaica in this term, that will be a big win. Adding, as I said, to the low crime rate, if the low crime rate can stay or can continue getting lower, if the unemployment rate can stay where it is right now, adding these two things in terms of, as I said, the education, improvement in education, and the entertainment zones, and as I said, cultural and museum for entertainment, that would be a big win for Jamaica, because that is something that we need. Jamaica, I don't think Jamaicans really appreciate how big our culture is for such a small island. I don't think Jamaicans realize that. And I can envision a music museum that can generate billions of Jamaican dollars every year. Tourists coming into Jamaica. The same way we see people go to the CN Tower in Canada, Niagara Falls. We see people go to the Eiffel Tower in France. We see people go to the Statue of Liberty. You go to Brazil and they go see Christ the Redeemer, because those are iconic landmark spots in those countries. Jamaica, our music, our culture, we can generate billions of dollars if we have like a museum in Jamaica. So I believe personally, those two items on the manifesto and the fact that education have its own manifesto is a genius idea. So sound off in the comment section and let me know, what in this manifesto did you like the best? Is there anything in this manifesto for you? Are you happy with this manifesto? And do you think that the Jamaica Labour Party, that they are in a position to come through with at least, I would say, at least 60% of what is in the manifesto? I believe if they can come through with at least 60%, that would be a big win for Jamaica, because the reality is that none of the parties are going to do 100% of what is in the manifesto. I'll take 60%. So sound off in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the launch of the Jamaica Labour Party manifesto? And I'm just going to show you a clip of how they launched it tonight at the political rally.
It comes down to a promise. When we win, we're going to take GCT off electricity. Who remember that? When we win, you're going to eat oxtail and curry goat every day. Who remember that? When we win, IMF deal in 2 weeks. Who remember that? When we win, we're going to increase employment through JEEP. Those were the PNP promises of the 2011 election. Those were the PNP promises of the 2020 elections. They promised that they would settle all the wage disputes in 2011. When they win, I will never forget it, the Prime Minister at the time come to Parliament and she couldn't make her speech when she had to put back GCT and electricity. I remember the then Minister of Finance telling the public sector workers, there is no more money to give any wage increase. In fact, you're going to get a wage freeze. Never forget that speech. Him said the cupboard empty. PNP promise. PNP promise. I remember when them come and said them launch the JEEP. And the JEEP all know no reach. It broke down. Them tell you say you would get oxtail and curry goat. Well, it was under the PNP that them introduced a new kind of meat kind called fish pack. I don't know how many of you remember that when I had to come to Parliament and show the people that instead of curry goat and chicken, a fish pack, people was eating under the PNP. That is the PNP promise. That is the PNP way. So you have a choice now of not just accepting a promise. You have a choice of looking at a government that performs. So the choice in this election is between promise and performance. What will you choose? Do you notice that they can't argue with this? Not a word. They can't even fight this. Because this is the evidence of our performance. You see me? I am a hard worker. Anything I put my head to, I put my heart, mind and soul in it. And I work hard. You see me talk? You see me sweat? Because I'm physically fit and ready to continue the performance for the Jamaican people. I am ready to continue in your service. I will continue to perform in your behalf so that Jamaica can finally achieve its goal of prosperity for the people. God bless you, Sam Sharp Square. Love you, Jamaica.
Now I'm going to ask a question that I know is on every Jamaican's mind. Jamina, is something in the manifesto for education?
Absolutely. Of course, the Jamaica Labour Party is a believer in education. But because it is such a big deal, we have an education manifesto. The iChoose Jamaica Next Chapter Education Manifesto. So I'm proud to also launch this education manifesto that has so many sector-focused policies, priorities that will transform Jamaica and build on the positive results we're already seeing. In the same way the Jamaica Labour Party government reformed the economy, in the same way that the Jamaica Labour Party government reformed our national security architecture, we are now taking aim at education. And our minister, Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, building on the achievements of former Minister Fable Williams, they have already shared that our transformation process is already 30% in. Because we don't have enough time though, Kerry, I hope you'll forgive me if all I say is that I'm inviting our teachers, our students, our parents, our persons with disabilities, our men, our boys, our STEAM believers and our skill achievers, our readers, our learners, our mathematicians, everyone who is interested in childcare, go to JamaicaLabourParty.com and read our education manifesto. It's right there for you until you get your own copy.
A manifesto where we thought of all Jamaicans, not a rushed manifesto. And we will not have to come with manifesto part 1, manifesto part 2, part 3, manifesto light, manifesto... No, a thorough manifesto, the people's manifesto, manifesto gold.
Kerry, you know, this manifesto, what's good about it is that it also has accessibility features that are built into the digital documents online. So whatever disability you have, even if it's color blindness or actual blindness, we have a feature that will allow you to read or to hear or to see our manifesto. We want to believe in everyone.
So you know, Camina, I want to try you out. What you say? The PMP, they fail again?
They get an F plus, Kerry. An F plus. But Kerry, we know that there are some PNP supporters who have been waiting for the launch of our manifesto to run and check and see and compare and see if they can come with something better. But we have something else special for media engagement, and I'm not going to say anything about that yet. But stay tuned. We still have more to come. We're doing so much already, and we're doing more. It's more than a song for us. It's a pledge to the Jamaican people.
Yes, indeed. History is being created right here in Montego Bay, where we have launched our manifesto. And what a a more ideal place for those who had questions. How are they going to launch a manifesto at a rally? This isn't just a JLP rally. It is a rally for the people of Jamaica. You know, but Kamina, I'm curious. How can we come to the West and not discuss what is being discussed, what is going to be done for the creative communities and entertainment? What do we have in the manifesto, Minister for the West?
Kerry, I'm glad you asked, but I am not the best person to tell you. Let's have a rising star from the West tell Jamaica what we have in store for culture and entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from the Member of Parliament of Trelawney Northern. Let's hear it for Tova Hamilton.
Labor rights, I stand here as proof that Trelawney, both north and south, is alive and well. It is my honor to tell you what the Jamaica Labour Party has in store for the heart and soul of our people, the culture and entertainment sector. We are talking about every selector, every dancer, every singer, songwriter, every actor, every artist, every content creator. Jamaica's creativity isn't normal. From dancehall to reggae, from our theatre to our festivals, our Jamaican vibes move the world. And yet, what did we hear in the debate last night? Crawford trying to pit one side of the sector against the other. The juvenile strategy of divide and rule. But I say to you tonight, we are the government with the plan to revolutionize and empower Jamaica's creative people. And we have already started. Who launched health insurance for entertainers? It was this Jamaica Labour Party government, a first in our history. And trust me, we've only just begun. This is not the party of chains. This is the party of freedom. The time is now, not to prosecute, but to liberate our entertainers, our promoters, our creatives. And that is why in our manifesto, we are not just promising, we are planning, we are delivering, we are building a creative economy that every young Jamaican can plug into. It is why we will launch one-stop online entertainment permit access, a game changer for the industry, a one-stop shop. Here are some of the other initiatives our manifesto will bring to life. Free basic intellectual property advice for creatives, performing arts centers, a brand new JCDC HQ, and Jamaica's first dance hall museum and training center. Special economic zones for our creatives. 100 creative villages across 100 sites. A culture and creative practitioners institute. Creative apprenticeships with mentors, incubators, and rocket accelerators to launch talent into the world. Strengthening of film and media by building on our already launched $1 billion film fund, expanding it even further. 24-hour entertainment zones, a reality, not just talk. Never again will a promoter be told that they should be prosecuted for plying their trade.